The Taliban's grip on Afghanistan is hardening. Girls are barred from secondary schools and universities, women banned from many jobs. Criticism of the group can result in prison or death, and the crackdown on dissent is ramping up. We've managed to speak to some of those jailed by the Taliban who have fled the country. Azim Azimi is a civil society activist who'd planned a protest in Kabul last year. But he was arrested before he even reached the scene, taken to an infamous detention centre.
They were saying that you receive funds from the United States, from Israel, from other foreign countries. But I'm rejecting that we were just a few Afghan young people, university students, and we came together and we were just struggling, fighting for the rights of our other Afghans.
Azim switched to Pashto to describe his treatment in jail.
ما دخلكو شغي واخد تشاوير شكنجي لاندو سوق رازي دل فوق ونشقي سوق وهالكي دل شاتي بايتو بوك لكيوير.
It must have been very scary.
سچ کلام د دالې سو خرشما یو لانډکای سړای چې دا په ډپارټمنټ شاید رئیس یا کوم بل ورټوړی وو هغه ما مختره هغه ما بدرګې ته مسخایرات ویل چې عظیم مسیوي د زیاتره ته منتظر وم چې کله چې دوی زما سترګې په پټۍ باندې راتړلې وي ویل چې دا اخیري ځل دی چې ته پر خپلو سترګو باندې دا طبیعت وي دا وطاف وي له دې نه وروسته چې ستا سترګې خلاصېږي نو ته به مړ یې. کله وایي چې زه تحقیق ځای ته بوتللم نو په دې کې معلوم نه و چې څوک قاضي ده، څوک څارنوال ده، څوک مسؤل ده، څوک عسکر ده. And اشپز هم دا صلاحیت لرم چې تاوان ګزار کړم.
Azim was released 7 months later as his health deteriorated. He eventually fled the country. Others who have been detained that we know of include Nourayel Khaliwal, an activist, Rasool Parsi, a former lecturer, Ehsan Sadat, arrested a few days after painting the colours of the old Afghan Republic on his face on graduating from school. Amongst those still in jail, Mathiullah Wessa. For years he campaigned for better access to education in remote areas and was determined to stay in Afghanistan after the Taliban took over. His arrest sent a message. Even cautious criticism is not allowed. Mathiullah's friends and colleagues, many of whom have fled Afghanistan, are now campaigning for his release.
متیولا تروریست نو متیولا نه دولتی وظیفه درلوده نه بهرنیان سره کوم رسمی دنده درلوده فقط آقا رضاکار او د افغانستان د راتلونکي لپاره د افغانستان د راتلونکو نسلونو لپاره د فعالیتونه کول.
The Taliban's rise to power has meant an end to the daily bloodshed that plagued Afghanistan during years of conflict. But peace has come at a cost. Tarifa Yakubi took part in some of the small but vocal protests by women against the Taliban's draconian policies. Last November, she was part of a meeting inaugurating a new women's movement when the Taliban burst in. The Taliban often claim allegations of torture or attempts to seek asylum abroad. Zarifa dismisses that and says she's determined to keep speaking out.
صدا بالا کنیم و از چیزهای نگفته که در داخل زندان طالبان میگذارد تا اونها برملا شود که در زندان طالبان چی میگذارد.
Early hopes that the Taliban would show more tolerance for how much Afghan society has changed over the past 2 decades have slipped away. And those who oppose the group are fearful about what the future holds.